In a study of the evolution of DPTA and DPTB, dipterosin genes encoding antimicrobial peptides that combat pathogens and foster beneficial microbes in fruit flies, Drosophila, researchers assessed Drosophila melanogaster resistance to pathogenic infections by Providencia retteri and Acetobacter cicerae, bacteria common in the fly's environments. Subjects included flies identified by mutations silencing DPTA, DPTB, or both DPTA and DPTB, termed types A, B, and AB respectively. In conjunction with the observation that resistance to P. rettgeri correlates with DPTA activity but is not significantly affected by DPTB activity, data in the graph of survival rates post-A. cicerae infection suggest that blank. Which completion of the text is best supported by data in the graph? A. DPTA confers defense against A. cicerae regardless of the presence of DPTB. B. DPTB protects against only one bacteria species, whereas DPTA protects against multiple species. C. DPTB may have developed as a specific defense against A. cicerae. D. Defense against A. cicerae is strongest when both DPTA and DPTB are present.
So question number 17 is a high difficulty question, slightly high difficulty. So in a study of the evolution of DPTA and DPTB, dipterosin genes encoding antimicrobial peptides, these genes actually they combat pathogens and foster beneficial microbes in fruit flies. So if the Drosophila fruit fly, if it has these genes, it can actually combat the pathogens. Then what the researchers are doing, the researchers assessed Drosophila melanogaster resistance to pathogenic infections by Providencia rettgeri and Acetobacter cicerae. So usually these fruit flies are getting infected by these two pathogenic bacteria. That is, one is Providencia rettgeri and the other is Acetobacter cicerae. So these bacteria are common to the flies environments. So what they are doing to test about these genes, how these genes are helping these flies to fight against this bacteria is, they are in fact muting or silencing the DPTA, DPTB or both DPTA and DPTB. They are in fact silencing these genes to test how they are able to fight or how long they last after the flies genes are being silenced. So now what they are doing in this graph is type A, type B and type AB means these are the silenced ones. So if you see this type A flies, this type A means it's actually DPTA is silenced over here. So when DPTA is silenced, you can see that after the days of infection also it is able to survive. Most of the flies from 100% alive to 90% alive they are able to be. Okay. That is DPTA when it is silent. That is what they are calling as type A. Whereas type AB, both DPTA and DPTB have been silenced. Both the genes which can combat the bacteria have been silenced. So what is happening? That is the square symbol. You can see it is 100% and then it drops after 6 days 50%, less than 50% flies are alive, and after 14 days you can see it has become 0. None of them survived because in this DPTA and DPTB both the genes have been silenced. So they are not able to fight against that bacteria at all. And then we talk about type B flies. This type B, this circle one, that means the DPTB has been silenced over here. So then they are saying that in conjunction with the observation that resistance to P. rettgeri, so why they are, so this is also important. In conjunction with the observation that resistance to P. rettgeri correlates with DPTA activity but is not significantly affected by DPTB activity. So data in the graph of survival rates post A. cicerae infection. Already the P. rettgeri they came to a conclusion that DPTA activity, that means gene A, let's say, it is present, it has not been silenced. Okay, so resistance to P. redsgeri correlates with DPT. That means gene A has to be present to survive this P. redsgeri infection. But now this data which we see in the graph, that is for the other infection, A. Sézary. So A. Sézary infection, we are studying that one in this graph. So this first triangle, type A, means actually, if it is type A, it means this DPTA or gene A has been silenced. So if it is silenced but gene B is present, only A is silenced, so it is able to survive when gene B is present. Okay, gene B is, when the A. Sézary infection is there, from 100% to 90%, they are able to survive it. Whereas you can see that if it is type AB, that is a square symbol, both DPTA and DPTB has been silenced. So both these genes are not available and they are not able to fight this A. Sézary at all. So it comes down to 0 after 14 days. The population, all the fruit flies have died. So DPTB is silenced if it is type B. That means A is present here, but B has been silenced. DPTA, B, both are silenced, means both the genes are not available. Then also all the fruit flies died. And when type B over here means the A is present, that gene is there, but still all have died. So what does that mean? It means that DPTB may have developed as a specific defense against A. Sézary. So if DPTA is there, that is available here. Type A here means DPTA has been silent but B is present. So DPTB has developed as a specific defense against A. Sézary. So over here, even though this A. Sézary infection was there, it was able to survive. So how do we conclude based on this? If DPTA is silenced, that means DPTB is present. Only A was silenced. Whereas in this one, B is also silenced, A is also silenced. In this one, B is also silenced. So if DPTA is silent, it actually means that B is available. So choice C is the best answer. Choice C is the best answer because it most logically completes the text based on supporting data in the graph. So the text indicates that fly D, melanogaster, DPTA and DPTB are genes that encode peptides that both fight pathogens and promote beneficial microbes. Then researchers tested D. melanogaster's resistance to P. redsgeri and A. Sézary bacteria, based on which variation of peptide encoding gene the flies exhibit. So DPTA silenced, referred to as type A, DPTB silenced, type B, or both silenced, type AB. So the text also indicates that resistance to P. redsgeri. What this resistance to P. redsgeri correlates with DPTA activity. It means that type B flies, or in other words, in this case, type B flies are the ones in which DPTB is silenced. So the graph shows the post-A Sézary infection results, which indicate that DPTB activity was most strongly associated with survival, whereas DPTA activity was not. That is manifesting in the graph as the type A flies have greater survival rates than other fly types. So in other words, when DPTA activity was silenced, the flies showed relatively high survival rates. So when DPTA was silenced, it was okay. The most of the flies still survived. Whereas DPT activity, when it was silenced, whether on its own or in conjunction with DPTA activity being silenced, survival rates were low, which is suggesting that DPTB may have developed as a specific defense against A. Sézary. So DPTB is very important because even if A was silenced, 90% survived. But when DPTB was silenced separately or even along with DPTA, when both were silenced also, these flies have not survived. So to understand better, let us also analyze the wrong answer choices. Choice A is incorrect because the graph suggests, the choice A says DPTA confers defense against A. Sézary regardless of the presence of DPTB. So we can see that the graph suggests that DPTA activity is associated with a low rate of survival, not a high one. So activity means the gene is working, not it is silenced. Okay, here the graph is up when DPTA was silenced, but if DPTA was active, then it is associated with a low rate of survival, not a high one. So choice A is incorrect. The graph suggests that DPT-A activity is associated with a low rate of survival, not a high one. Furthermore, the graph shows results for flies where DPT-A alone was silenced. DPT-B alone was silenced and both were silenced, and thus does not show any flies with activity in both DPT-A and DPT-B, which would be necessary to determine whether DPT-A conferred defense against A. caesari in the presence of DPT-B. Choice B, why is it incorrect? Because only two bacteria species were taken, whereas this one says multiple species. Only two bacteria species were taken, considered in the text, B. reggeri and caesari. Only these two bacteria we are talking about, not multiple bacteria. So the text and graph taken together suggest that activity in DPT-A is associated with resistance to P. reggeri, while DPT-B activity is not, and that DPT-B activity is associated with resistance to A. caesari, while DPT-A is not. There is no further information to suggest one genetic type confers resistance to a greater number of pathogens than the other. And choice D is incorrect because the graph does not address flies. So D says defense against A. caesari is strongest when both DPT-A and DPT-B are present. This is incorrect because the graph does not address flies with activity in both DPT-A and DPT-B. All flies presented in the graph had one or both of DPT-A and DPT-B silenced or inactive. So we don't even have the one which is not silenced. Okay, so we have either DPT-A silenced or both are silenced or DPT-B silenced. Whereas is strongest when both are present. This graph is showing when both are absent, not when both are present. So we cannot conclude about D.
Choice A is incorrect. The graph suggests that DPT-A activity is associated with a low rate of survival, not a high one. Furthermore, the graph shows results for flies where DPT-A alone was silenced, DPT-B alone was silenced, and both were silenced, and thus does not show any flies with activity in both DPT-A and DPT-B, which would be necessary to determine whether DPT-A conferred defense against A. caesari in the presence of DPT-B. Choice B is incorrect. Only two bacteria species were considered in the text, P. reggeri and A. caesari. The text and graph taken together suggest that activity in DPT-A is associated with resistance to P. reggeri, while DPT-B activity is not, and that DPT-B activity is associated with resistance to A. caesari, while DPT-A is not. There is no further information to suggest one genetic type confers resistance to a greater number of pathogens than the other. Choice D is incorrect. The graph does not address flies with activity in both DPT-A and DPT-B. All flies represented in the graph had one or both of DPT-A and DPT-B silenced or inactive.